Welcome to Sphere. I am Price Time, and this is Sphere Finance. We are happy to announce the release of our Q2 Q3 2024 Treasury and Financial Report. This period has seen steady ecosystem development with new Dyson vaults, continued progress on Preon V2, including the launch of the Preon token, and new partnerships with Preon and Dyson. From a treasury standpoint, we've continued our strategic asset accumulation despite market corrections, positioning us for long-term growth. Looking towards the future, we are excited to bring the full release of Preon V2 with expanded collateral options, new Dyson vaults, Sphere upgrades, and the release of our latest projects. Before we explore the Treasury balance sheet, let's review the crypto market conditions for Q2 and Q3 2024. Q2 was a rocky quarter to say the least, with a 14% drop in total market value. Despite this, DEXs and meme coins stood out as areas of growth. Polygon had a strong Q2 in terms of user engagement, but still experienced a significant drop in its market value. Q3 only saw a 1% drop in total market value, but Ethereum faced a surprising 24% price drop despite its ETF launches, in part due to it becoming inflationary in the face of reduced network activity and lower fees that slowed its usual burning mechanism. Polygon faced a slower growth period in Q3, but continued to focus on building its ecosystem, showing commitment to long-term development. Looking at the Treasury balance sheet, following the market corrections in Q2, we saw a 55% decrease in the value of our POL and ETH reserves. While this does reflect poorly on the balance sheet from Q1 to Q2, with a decrease in net treasury balance minus Sphere from around 10.4 million to around 6.9 million, it did provide an opportunity to increase our market exposure for long-term growth. This began to show in the transition from Q2 to Q3, with an increase in net treasury balance to around $7.6 million. From a revenue standpoint, the decrease in our POL and ETH reserves significantly affected our gross and net income, leading to a net loss of around $280,000 in Q2. Then in Q3, we launched newly developed strategies, which we are happy to say have outperformed our simulation models. This encouraging result reflected positively on both our gross and net income for Q3 of around $340,000, and has allowed us to engage in further expansion and ongoing development to drive consistent treasury growth. Operational expenses remained relatively stable, with staff payroll receiving adjustments based on contract obligations and role and responsibility alterations. Notably, we did incur auditing costs for the new Preon infrastructure. These audits will likely continue through the remainder of 2024 as additional assessments are needed throughout the development of our other projects. Taking a final look at total assets and liabilities and treasury equity, which is assets minus liabilities minus Sphere held by the Treasury, we can more clearly see how significantly the decline in POL and ETH affected the total asset balance between Q1 and Q2. Though again, this has allowed us to accumulate these assets for long-term growth. So while there was a decline in net equity from around 8.7 million in Q1 to around 5.5 million in Q2, this grew to around 6.9 million in Q3, largely due to improved treasury performance. Looking towards the future, we are eager to roll out more infrastructure and begin ecosystem revenue integrations. Preon V2's updates to both contracts and front end are complete, but we are waiting on additional integrations to fully launch the DApp. Since Sphere is designed to work as a seamless ecosystem, we are timing the release of Preon V2 to ensure sustained growth. With Preon V2's release, we will introduce innovative collateral types that will bring unique benefits to users, protocols, and even chains, creating more value beyond standard collateral offerings. Similarly, new Dyson vaults are in the works as additional infrastructure is built, aiming to maximize yield throughout the entire ecosystem. And as always, there is more up our sleeves for the ecosystem, with additional projects already gaining significant progress behind the scenes. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We are all so grateful for your support and are excited for what the future will bring. If you're interested in learning more, check out our live recorded AMA with Rux, where we talk about the Treasury report, Sphere's tokenomics, future plans, and all things Treasury. Exciting developments lie ahead, so be sure to visit us on Discord to stay up to date on announcements and join our community. This video and channel is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence in order to make sound financial decisions. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and always remember that you matter for who you are. Please do your own due diligence in order to